Hey friends, welcome back. It's Tara and I'm feeling fresher. I got my hair done and I'm ready to show you guys some clothes. Switching it up a little bit today, I'm standing for a change. I don't know, I just felt like doing a standing haul. You know, we like to switch it up on here. So this month I got a bunch of really nice pieces all on my lovely rack here, from everything from ASOS, CHOIES, SHEIN side. Basically my monthly picks. I'm only showing you the stuff that I really liked. I'm not showing you anything that didn't fit or I wouldn't recommend. The first thing I picked up from ASOS was a spin on a good old classic, the white tee. I don't own any other white t-shirts and this one really caught my eye. It was about £30 on ASOS and it has this lovely rounded ruffle across the bust that actually goes all the way around to the back. So I think all in all it has a very fashion-y look. I don't know, I feel like it's something that somebody would pair up with a really crazy pair of jeans and heels at Fashion Week or something. But yeah, for £30 I feel like it's a great design. Apart from this flapping up, this does flap up into your face, which is kind of annoying, but the actual jersey itself wasn't the best quality. It came super wrinkly and it's just not the softest cotton in the world. That was my only qualm about it. I still think it's a piece worth considering because it's just really cool and I always get a lot of compliments when I wear it. If you guys have any white t-shirt recommendations, I really want to pick up a few more expensive ones, like the perfect white tee in a few different cuts. Let me know like the best brands to get in America. Between like $50 and $100 if it's a tee that's going to really last and look good and flattering. So leave your recommendations in the comments below. Next thing I picked up from ASOS is kind of a piece that I have in my wardrobe to wear in the summer, hopefully when I'm in really good shape. Let's pray that'll happen. It doesn't look great on me right now, but I think it's still a really awesome piece, and it's a sleeveless, completely knitted, not too thick. I don't know, I guess it's like a culotte type of jumpsuit, I guess. It just looks like this and it has a really nice kind of wrap sleeve looking waist to it, which I don't know, just makes the whole thing a bit easier to wear because otherwise it would just look a bit weird. But yeah, the knit is really nice. It's not too thick, but it's not so thin that you can see through it. And it's just a piece that you could dress up so easily for nighttime or just wear it really casually with white trainers during the summer. I also got this super interesting midi dress. I've been really on the midi bandwagon lately. In New York, it's like the perfect spring transition piece because you feel modest and covered up, and like if it rains it's not the end of the world, but at the same time it's like breezy enough so that when it does get really humid unexpectedly they're still really comfortable to wear. And this is definitely one of those pieces. I already styled it on taramars.com if you want to have a look at it, but it's basically like a wool, slightly woolly feeling pinstripe midi dress, and it just has a slightly turtlenecked neck and a very minimal piece. It's cut very square, but what I liked about it is it does have pockets. And yeah, the pockets do make it a little bit bulkier around the hips, and I think if you kind of have a bigger bottom half or you're very hippie, it's not the most flattering. I like just about get away from it. I don't like how I look from the side in this, but from dead on I like it and I'm going to keep wearing it. The last thing I got from ASOS was super simple, but I wanted to share it with you guys because I am planning on going to like LA and stuff. I'm going to the beach a lot this summer and I basically had nothing that I can just throw on over a bikini to the beach, but also maybe go for drinks for, like, you know, casual drinks like after your day at the beach. So to me this is like the perfect thing to wear. It's basically just kind of a very modest length mini dress, I guess, and it just has this little tie waist. But I like how the tie waist only kind of starts, like it pokes out through the middle. It doesn't go the whole way around to the back. And I thought it was kind of minimal in its own little pink way. So I thought for a beachy kind of cover up slash casual hot summer day where you just don't want to wear a lot, I think it's a cute option. Pausing on the clothes for a second and bringing you guys some shoes. I got these in H&M recently. They were $30 and they're just so nice. They're pointy. The leather is really real looking. I think these are faux leather, but they look like the premium type leather from H&M, and they were like very reasonably priced. I've been wanting to try these kind of pointy slide-on flats for like a really long time. Next pair of shoes I got are crazy, but I love them. They're so not my usual style, but I just can't wait to style them up. I think they're going to be like my go-to summer boot. I think it's always nice to have like a contrasting colour in your shoe collection for those days where you just need something to pull the look together. And I just envisioned these with on holiday in LA, white t-shirt, light wash like vintage Levi's shorts, and just these boots is like the main focus. And they're so freaking comfortable. They've got this like embossed leather that also has the same pattern on the heel. I picked these up at the Mr. Sample sale that I got a preview of, that I shot from my blog, and the girls in there actually told me that they use the maximum amount of padding you can possibly put in a shoe for most of the Mista shoes. I don't usually include like vintage or thrifted stuff in my hauls because I feel like you guys can't get them and it's sort of annoying, but I did find these trousers which were a complete steal and I thought I would share them in case you guys, you know, open your eyes up to something new. And they're a pair of like, oh my god, they're amazing. They're like, they're off-white cords, and I feel like light bottoms are something that is really hard to get right. So I saw these in my first trip to the thrift store here in New York. I think it was a Goodwill or something. And yeah, they're basically like an off-white pair of corded trousers, perfect cut, perfect pockets, and they kind of go wide leg, you know, they're just kind of like a straight leg. And because they're cords, they do have like a nice bit of texture, but they're not like an old-fashioned shape. I don't know, they're just so me, and they're so comfortable because they've got like an elastic back. I don't know, I just feel like a child wearing them, but in the best way possible. Onto my Shein side purchases. I do have one coat to show you guys. I know we're coming out of those colder months now, but it's surprisingly still pretty bad weather here in New York. April was really nice, but since May started it's been raining every day and it's super gloomy, and this has actually had a few wears. So it's basically like a dark grey woolen type coat from Shein, and it's just one of those great like manly looking, you know, androgynous coats that I just get so much wear out of. I know next winter I'm going to wear this a lot, and yeah, it just has nice big square pockets. It's a very practical coat and it just has that great oversized feel to it. I want this to work so bad, but I just can't seem to style it right on myself. Every time I put it on I end up taking it off, but I'm hoping that at some point I'll style it in a way that looks really good. And it's basically just a cowl neck, like it's massive, like it basically has this gigantic cowl on it. It's made of like sweater material, and it's just a grey, you know, high-low type sweater. But yeah, this really big, like uber big sort of collar really caught my eye. I thought, you know what, it could be like really, I don't know, like fashiony looking and expensive looking if, you know, if it came out good. But I don't know, I just feel like this collar needs more structure. It sits really strange, and I don't know, I'm going to give it a few more goes and you'll see it on the blog if I manage to style it properly. I'm not going to try this piece on because you've seen me style it in my last fashion cinema video where I did this like short film kind of type thing in New York, and this is the outfit that I wore, and it's this kind of ribbed, knitted, really weird sweater. It's sort of a bat wing shape, but I will leave the link below for everything. You'll see it on the model a little bit better, but it just has a really cool shape to it. Obviously it's a turtleneck, which I love, but the whole thing looks like it's kind of wrapped on you. Another piece I've been getting so much wear out of. I love it so much. I definitely would recommend getting this. It's basically a thin sweater, perfect for this time of year, not too thick, but you know, still has that comfy sweater vibe. But it has these crazy sleeves that are all cut out. You'll see it in the cutaway, but it just has like the most intricate cutouts on it that just looks so unusual, and these are the kind of pieces I like to pick up online, stuff that I can't get on the high street. Another favorite piece of mine from like my Shein side bits is this pink sweater. Again, you know I love a bit of blush, a little bit of pink, and this is basically again in the midi range of things, sweater shape. You know I love my kind of minimal looking sweaters, and yeah, this is just, it's a very well finished garment. You know, sometimes online the quality can be a bit but this is actually really, really nice. And what caught my eye was at the bottom of the sweater, which is already like elongated into like a mini dress, you have this kind of white pleated bottom which kind of just pokes out at the end. And I just thought that was so chic, and I don't know who they copied it from, but I love it. I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments below, those of you who have time to keep up with fashion unlike myself. Oh, last thing from Shein, I nearly forgot about it, is this ribbed midi dress with a slit. I love it. Where's the slit? Yeah, the slit's kind of here. This like spaghetti style is just so up my street. I love like the raw edge. It's all like raw edges, which you know makes it look a little bit more cool, I guess. And what I like about the spaghetti strap style is you can layer on top. It looks so good with like a baggy knit jumper on top of this, but then if it gets too warm you can always take it off and you just have a really nice dress. I have been getting so many questions about these sunglasses on Snapchat and my Instagram because I took a few selfies in them, so I thought I'd let you know where I got them. These pair are from CHOIES, and I got, oh my god, like this freaking selfie with these glasses got so many likes, but they're super cool. They've just got, you know, that like angular style that, you know, seems to be on all glasses these days. Gold frame, super black tinted lens. And then from Aldo I got these total Dior dupes. Now they don't suit me that well, but I kind of just wanted them because they looked so like the Dior ones, and yeah, they were a steal. I think they were only like $17 or something. Another CHOIES absolute steal are these little slide-on Chanel-esque little shoes. Oh my god, they're so adorable. I picked these up just because I love the look of the classic Chanel style of this slip-on with like vintage denim Levi's and stuff. Really cool look, and they are like a slip-on, so I mean there's no way I would buy the real ones because I just feel like they are a bit of a faff to like keep on. And I would recommend, if you're getting these ones from CHOIES, that you size down, super important. These ones are a little big on me, like the strap does not stay on very well. I actually styled these on the blog this week along with a post all about my fashion internships experience. So in the post, if any of you guys are interested in doing fashion internships, I wrote a post about how to get them and literally all my experience, like honest opinions about all of my fashion internships. I've worked in a lot of different areas in fashion. I've worked in costume at Game of Thrones, Topshop. I'm working right now in, you know, high-end designers in New York. And if you guys are wondering about that kind of stuff, hit up the blog and you will also see how I've styled these. Last thing from CHOIES are these badass pumps. Oh my god, like I don't know if you guys can see. I don't know if Kira Ferragni from the Blonde Salad was wearing like a designer version or whether she was wearing these, because I know she does wear CHOIES sometimes, but they're so cool. So they're basically like a pointy black flat with this black strap that kind of sits over, you know, your foot. Obviously very comfortable, keeps your foot in, but they've also got a popper, so it's very easy to get in and out of them. And then not only that, I think you can actually take off this entire buckle, or you can like slide it to the back so the buckle's like on the back, or you could just take off the entire thing and just have this, you know, weird little pointy shoe. For all you fitness gals out there, I got something for ya. I picked up my first ever Victoria's Secret sportswear, and I have to say I'm hugely impressed. Like I did not expect to like the stuff this much. They were 50% off in this kind of sale they're doing on all of their training kind of bottom joggers and all that kind of stuff, and I couldn't resist. I really needed some new things to train in because I've had a personal trainer now for like the last month and everything I own makes me look fat. So I was shocked to get home and try these on and realise how flattering they were. I actually tried on this and the matching sports bra I got on my Snapchat, and I was just in awe about like how much slimmer I looked in a great fitting pair of sports gear. They were $60 reduced to 30-ish. And they're great for so many reasons. They're high-waisted, first of all, so this completely sucks you in. They're really spandexy. They're more of a, you know, that like tights material, but they're really thick. And this pattern completely hides your pooch. Like if you got like a belly pooch, you know, like a little bit of this completely hides it. To match, I got this cute little sports bra. It's really difficult to show you guys, but it's sort of like a triangle bra style with nice like crisscrossed back, and then right over the logo it has like a little tiny mesh panel. I really struggle with sports bras. I don't have a big cup, I'm only about a B, but I feel like padded sports bras make me look really big and bulky and like not cute. And then the unpadded ones, you know, have nipples showing through, so these are perfect because they suck you in, everything's really tight and secure, but it's not like digging into your fat. And then they just have the smallest, thinnest bit of removable padding so that it just kind of, you know, smooths everything out. Because I couldn't resist that 50% sale, I went back in this week and bought like a full length pair. So I got these full length pair of training bottoms. They've just got like a VS Sport thing and sports down the side. And this is more of like a mid-rise and it's like a cotton material. I nearly forgot this like satin necktie is also from CHOIES, I believe. Jazzes up a plain tee like this. It always looks chic, and yeah, I really like these. So I'll put all the links for everything in the down bar below. I hope you enjoyed this haul, and don't forget to like it, subscribe if you want to see more for me, as well as say hi in the comments. I love chatting to you guys, and if you want even more of me, you can always find me over on taramars.com, where I post 2 to 3 times a week. I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching. I'll be up in the gym just working on my fitness. She's my witness. Ooh.